All right, let me fix my screen just a little bit. All right, and we're going to begin from child's pose. So remember to use something to protect your knees if you need to, a blanket, a towel. And also, if you cannot drop your hips all the way down to the heels and you feel like you're hanging in the air, you can place a pillow or under your legs or a bolster. But let's begin with child's pose, gently stretching the muscle of the knees and dropping the chest and the forehead towards the floor. Remember not to hold the hair in the air. And just relax your shoulders, bring the elbows out to find some opening in between the shoulder blades. Begin to bring your attention to your breath. And if you like, you can open the legs slightly out, allowing the belly to drop in between the thighs, opening the hips a little bit more, softening the pelvic floor towards the mat. And take a few rounds of breath there as you stretch gently the spine, the hips. Inhaling and exhaling deeper, letting go any tension. Take a moment here to connect with the breath, to notice the body. And slowly find your way to tabletop position. So place your wrist under the shoulders and the knees. We're going to get them right under the hips. And from here, we're going to work into the cat-cow to warm up the spine. So from neutral spine, take a deep inhale through the nose, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, belly goes in and the chin into the chest. Inhale to drop, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, round into the cat. And just keep moving at your own pace, linking the breath with the movement, arching and rounding the spine. Inhale when the belly drops down. Exhale when the belly goes in. 2 or 3 more rounds, gently waking up those muscles in the spine. One last round. And with the next exhale, let's move again towards the heel. Release your elbows, your shoulders, and bring the forehead towards the floor or towards your hands. Take a few rounds of breath here. Connect back with the deep inhales, full exhales. And slowly, let's come back to tabletop position. From here, let's extend the left leg back, tuck the toes under, press through the left heel, and just feel the stretch on your left calf muscle. Nice stretch for your Achilles tendon. And then release, bring the leg up and flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Flex and point and rotate the ankle in one direction. Going to the opposite direction. And then release the knee down. Inhale now, extend the right leg back, tuck the toes under, press through the right heel. Deep breathe, inhales and exhales. And release the right foot up and flex and point. Flex and point, flex and point, Flex and point and rotate the ankles in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. And then lower the right knee down. And again, bring the hips to the heels. This time, bring the hands and the arms down by your side as you release the shoulders towards the floor. Relax your elbows. Take a moment again in Balasana. With the next inhale, coming into kneeling position, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms out and back. Place the hands to the top of the sacrum. Relax the chest, forehead towards the floor. Engage the core. Keep the chin in and lift the spine, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, arms out and back. Engage the core in control. Exhale, release forehead towards the mat. Couple more times. Inhale, engage and reach, arms overhead. Nice long spine. And then move the arms down to your sacrum. Relax your shoulders, elbows. Move the hips to the heels. One last round. Inhale, engage. Coming up, arms overhead. Nice long spine. And exhale, sweep the arms out and all the way. This time, release the arms down by your side. Relax your shoulders, elbows. Take 2 or 3 rounds of breath. And bring the hands forward. Let's move to tabletop position. From here, let's move the hips right and left. Just do a little bit of swinging the hips. Gently mobilizing the muscles, especially outside the joint of the hips, and then back through center. Now extend your left leg back, flex the left knee, cross it over behind your right leg, and move the hips halfway down. And then inhale back through center table, extend the left leg back and up, flex the knee, cross it over your right leg, and then move the hips to the heels. Relax your shoulders. Inhale and back to table, extend the left leg up, flex the knee, cross it over, move the hips back. One more time, extend the left leg back and up, exhale, flex and cross it, and then move the hips down towards the heel, and just release here for a moment. You don't have to go too deep yet, so just enough to feel the opening in the outside of your hip. And slowly return back to tabletop position. Left knee under your left hip, right knee under your right hip. Draw the belly into the spine. Inhale, right leg goes back and up. Flex the knee, cross it over. Hips to the heels. Back to center, right leg back and up. Flex, cross it over, and lower to the heels. Back to table, right leg back and up. Flex, exhale, cross, and release. One last round. Inhale, back, right leg back and up. Flex, cross, and then release the elbows towards the floor. Holding position, relax your neck. And gently, let's all find a way back to tabletop position. And do the crossing of the leg, right knee under right hip, left knee under left hip, and move the hips to child's pose. Relax your chest, your shoulders, and of course, don't keep your head hanging in the air. And hands by your knees, lifting. I'm going to turn this way, so I'm going to be facing my screen. And we're going to extend the right leg out. And with the next inhale, lift the arms overhead, palms facing to each other, shoulders back and down, lift from the chest. And exhale, flex the right knee, flex the elbows into cactus arms. And extend and reach. Exhale, flex and lead with the right knee, open the right hip, groin. Inhale back to center. Use your own rhythm of the breath as you flex the elbows and the knee, you exhale, and you straighten the elbows and the leg, you inhale. Couple more rounds. And inhale and exhale all the way down. Right knee under your right hip, left leg extended up. Inhale, reach with the fingertips, nice long spine. Exhale, flex the knee, flex the elbows. Inhale, extend the leg and the arms. And just keep breathing and moving at your own pace, linking the breath and the movement. Exhale when you flex. Inhale when you straighten. Couple more. And extend and arms down towards the hips, left knee under your left hip, shoulders up, back and down, and slowly release your chest, forehead towards the mat, child's pose. Relax your shoulders. And slowly inhale, standing in the knees. And to rotate again. Next, step forward with your left foot. Right knee slightly back. Let's stretch iliopsoas. Hand to left thigh, elbows by your rib cage, and lift the chest. So if you feel like you're leaning forward, press and move the chest away so you find more opening in the right hip flexor. Inhale, extend left leg arms overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms down by your hips, open the chest. Inhale, extend and arms overhead. And slowly flex and release. Mobilizing shoulders, joints, and knee, and stretching the right hip flexor at the same time. One more time. Inhale to straighten and reach, work a little balance there. And exhale, release down towards the floor. And bring the right hand down, walk the left foot, keep your right knee down, walk the left foot to the edge of the mat, and both wrists are under the shoulders as you lift from the chest. Close your eyes and go deeper into that hip flexor. And the left knee comes back. Now step forward with the right foot, find your 90-degree angle, move the left knee slightly back. Adjust my and from here, bring the hands to your thighs to move the chest away and straighten the right leg, arms overhead. Exhale, flex the knee, arms down by your hips. Inhale, straighten and reach and flex and relax arms and shoulders. 3 or 4 more rounds at your own pace. You exhale as you flex and lower. And you inhale as you straighten and reach with the fingertips overhead. Couple more rounds. Lower the left hand down, walk the right foot to the edge of the mat. Now both wrists under your shoulders, press through the hips, and then lift from the chest. Try to keep the spine straight as much as you can instead of rounding. And just lead with the chest as you breathe through this opening. And bring the right knee back to meet your left knee. Let's move the hips again to child's pose. Soften the shoulders, elbows, forehead towards the floor. And slowly Place the hands by your hips. Move the blanket from your mat. This is a more mobilization of the hips. So we're going to find our way into Buddha pose, which is, in my case, I'm going to go into my right side. Release the upper arm, the elbows, and place your head. You use your hand to support your head. So have your knees bent, pick up the heels, so see if you can touch the heels with your hand, and then slowly release it down. So we're going to first move the clamshell to mobilize the hip joint. Top knee comes up with the inhale, and with exhale, we lower. Inhale, lift, and exhale down. Use the rhythm of your own breath. And as you much slow down the breath, you slow down the movement. So there's more control. 3 more rounds. Now release the left knee down. Keep the knees together. Top foot comes off the up towards the ceiling, and exhale, lower the foot to meet your right foot. Keep the knees together. Just the top foot moves up with the inhale, and with the exhale goes down. 4 more rounds, inhaling and exhaling. You inhale when you lift the foot off, and then you exhale when you lower the foot down. 2 more. Now guide the left thigh or knee towards the chest. Release, take a moment. If you like, you can release the side of your face down to your upper arm like a little pillow. And again, flex the elbows, use the support. And now we're going to straighten the left leg towards the center, to the front. Flex the foot, keep the foot up, and then flex the knee, bring the knee into the chest, and then straighten as you press through the heel. Imagine you're trying to kick the wall in front of you with your your heel. Inhale, straighten, keep the foot in line with your hip, flex the knee, thigh into the chest. Inhale to straighten, exhale to flex, inhale, straighten, flex, 1 more, inhale, straighten, flex, release, and again, release the side of your face, the head down as you relax your wrist, your hand. And back to center, keep the knee bent, grab the big toes with your left hand, and straighten the leg up to the sky. You can also just grab from the back of your leg, any place where you can reach. Use your breath. And flex the knee, release. Use both hands to gently press and walk the hands as you lift the chest and the spine, and you come to neutral position. You slowly find your way to the opposite side. Buddha pose again. In this case, I'm on my left side. Upper arm and elbow, and the left hand is supporting my head. Knees bent. Pick up the heels. Touch the heels with your hand. Make sure you are in line. Hand down, and we're going to begin with a clamshell. Feet together. Right knee comes up with inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up and down. Up and down. 3 more rounds, and move that hip joint. And slowly release. Now both knees are together. In my case, right foot comes up with inhale. Exhale, lower the foot down. Inhale, lift and lower. Up and down. 3 more rounds. Good. Now guide the thigh close to your chest. Release the arm, release your head to the floor. Soften and any tension in your left wrist or your hands for supporting the weight of your head. Take a couple more breaths. And again, back to Buddha pose. Now extend the right leg forward and exhale, flex the knee, guide the thigh into the chest. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, flex. 3 more rounds at your own pace. And as you flex, grab your big toe with your right hand and extend the right leg up to the sky. If you like, you can release the head towards the floor, if that works for you. And flex the knee, use both palms to slowly walk your hands and lift the torso, and let's all find our way to seated position. So grab your blanket, use your blanket to sit comfortably on the edge of the blanket, allowing the hips and the pelvis to tilt forward. Spine lifted. Inhale, shoulders up, back and down, up, back and down, up, back and down. Let's reverse the movement. Forward, down, back and up. Couple more rounds, mobilizing in shoulder blades, shoulder joints, upper spine, and then release. Now bring the sole of the feet together with some room between your hip, your pelvis, and your heels. Place the hands to your feet, flex the elbows, and slowly guide the chin to your chest. Relax your neck. Concentrate on releasing the glutes, releasing those hips outside, hips muscles. Use deep exhales to go a little bit deeper in the flexion and stretch. And slowly return back and come to seated position, comfortable seated position. And bring the right arm up, flex the elbow, place your right hand to your left ear, and then guide as you exhale long and deep, the right ear to right shoulder. Make sure your left shoulder is sinking down towards the floor. And release, hand down, bring the left arm up, flex the elbow, left hand to your right ear, take a deep inhale. Nice long exhale, gently guide the left ear to left shoulder. Relax your right shoulder down. And release, head back to center, hand down. Inhale, flex both elbows, place the hands to the back of the head. Elbows in, upper spine long, chin to the chest as you exhale long. And lift the head, elbows out, and guide the right elbow towards the floor. The spine goes to the right. Press through your left hip, and then inhale back to center. Elbows out, open the chest, exhale to the opposite side. And back to center, and exhale to the right. Into center, and just keep moving at your own pace. Slowly return back to neutral position. Release the arms down towards the floor, shoulders up, back and down, shoulders up, forward, down, and back. Hands to your knees, elbows out, round the spine, pull the belly in, chin in. Inhale, elbows by your ribcage, arching into cow. Seated cow. Exhale, round the spine into cat, chin in, elbows out. Moving, leading with the chest, elbow in, gently arching middle upper spine. Exhale, elbows out, round the spine, belly in. One more. Elbows in, arch the spine, take a deep inhale. And exhale, round the spine, elbows out. And slowly come back to center, guide the hands to the heart center. Let's take a moment here to bring the attention to the breath. And slowly release the hands down towards the floor. And let's find our way here to come to tabletop position. From tabletop, tucking the toes under, we're going to move into downward dog. Lift the hips, straighten the legs, chin to your chest. Take a deep inhale, exhale, knees down to table. Extend the right arm forward, left leg go back, so holding position. Breathing in and out, working with balance and strength. Right hand down, left knee down, tuck the toes under, downward dog. Straighten the legs, chin to the chest, shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep inhale, exhale, knees down, tabletop. Right leg back, left arm forward, holding position. Left hand down, right knee down, tuck the toes under, press downward dog, walk the hands towards the feet, bend the knees if you need to. First here, bend the knees, and then release the chest and the belly towards your thighs as you fall from the opposite elbows. Chin to the chest, stretch the spine, stretch the back of the legs. Keep the breath moving. Hands towards the hips, engage the core, and lift the chest. Let's slowly stand into Samastiti. Hands to the heart, shoulders by your rib cage. Take a moment. From Samastiti, let's come to open the legs wider than the hips. Shoulders back and down. Rotate the feet. Inhale, bring arms overhead. Now, flex the knee, flex the elbows, lower into goddess pose. And then inhale, straighten the legs, bring arms overhead. Twist to the right, waist from the waist up, look over to right hand. Turn the palms up, rotate the spine back to center, fingertips pointing up. Flex the knee, hands to the heart center, goddess pose, flex and lower. Inhale, straighten the legs, keep the hips facing forward. From the waist up, twist to the left, look over to your left shoulder. Turn the palms up, inhale, rotate the spine back to center. Exhale, hands together to the heart as you flex the knee and you lower. A little deeper maybe. Inhale, straighten the knees from the waist up. Pull the belly in, twist, look over to right shoulder. Turn the palms up. Inhale, rotate back to center. Hands to the heart, flex the knee lower and a little bit deeper maybe. Inhale, straighten the legs. Pull the belly in, arms up from the waist up. Twist, look over to your left. Turn the palms up, come back to center. Hands to the heart. And lower into goddess pose, holding position. And then find your way to lower the hands towards the floor. So adjust your feet. Maybe we're going to come to a squat position. So in a squat position, if you cannot reach the heels, the floor with your heels, you can always use a blanket to support your heels. And so you can squat there, or you can Also use your block to sit on the block if you need to. If it's too much for you, level 3, you can sit and you are still working on squatting and opening your hips. If you can go all the way down, hands to the heart, lift the chest, close your eyes, and concentrate here in your pelvic floor, releasing the inner thighs. Keep lifting from the chest. If you notice you are kind of like rounding the shoulders, now lift the chest. Keep the breath flowing. And then slowly bring one right hand, the right hand behind you, the left leg behind you, and then move as you find your way to sit with your legs straight in front of you. And we're going to rotate the feet in and out. Just rotate your feet from the hip joint. Now flex the knee. In this case, bring the heels now closer to your pelvis. So holding from the top of the feet, lift the chest, relax your shoulders and release the ear to one shoulder. Inhale through center and to the right, and just keep moving side to side. And bring the head back to center, chin to the chest. And release. Bring the hands behind your knees, gently guide the legs forward. Place the feet wider than the hips with the knees bent. Hands behind you. Let's do some windshield wiper movement here. Let's mobilize the hips. 3 more rounds. And then from mobilizing the knees, we're going to bring the legs to the front of the mat. And as we go down, make sure that you have something to protect your neck, your head. Just place it there, guiding the chin towards the chest. And just lie down here for a moment with the hands down your belly, with the elbows soft and relaxed, shoulder open. Take a moment to reconnect with the breath. Good guy. Now the left side into the chest, holding from below your knee. And we're going to open to the side and back to center. So gently open, thigh into the chest, and then open the left leg to the side. Just mobilize it like this a few more rounds. And back to center, holding from the hamstring, straighten the leg, flex the knee, release. Inhale, straighten, flex and lower. At your own pace, 3 more rounds. And release, lower the left foot down. Now, back the right thigh into the chest. And then as you exhale, open the right leg out and over to your chest and just move the thigh and the leg out and in. And back to center, holding from the hamstring, straighten the leg up, flex the knee lower. Inhale, straighten, flex and lower in just a few more rounds like this. 3 more, please. And straight and release, flex the knee, lower the right foot. Both feet are now wide as your hips with the knees bent. Perhaps you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Guide the chin to your chest. And we're going to Bring slowly the lower back, the middle back up into the bridge. And we're going to bring the thighs and the knees in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Keep the hips up. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, close. Bring the thighs, knees in. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, close. Two more. Inhale, lift and open. And close. One more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, close and release it down slowly towards the floor. And bring the hands to your knees. Flex the elbow, thighs into the chest and away. Into the chest and away. Just keep moving. Few more rounds. Now place the right foot on top on the floor and the left foot on top of your right thigh. Let's stretch IT band. A lot of work, a lot of love for the hips today. Holding from the hamstring or the shin. Guide the chin to your chest and just breathe here. Now lower the right foot down and fully cross the left leg over to your right leg. Now you go forward. So the back of your left leg is in touch with the front of your right leg. Reach with both hands, holding from the shin of your right leg, and then hug tight into the chest, or a little bit deeper into the IT band. And release the right foot down. Let's do half happy baby. Open the left leg outside of your rib cage, holding the outside of the foot of the leg with your left hand, and keep the hips even. The chin is slightly tucked in. And release. Now, straighten your right leg. Place the left foot on top of your right thigh above your knee. And with your right hand, place the right hand outside of your left knee. The left arm goes into position. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Twist to the right. Don't go too deep, just enough to feel again the IT band stretch. Guide the left knee to the right. Release back through center. Keep the right leg straight. Lower the left foot down by your right inner thigh. And then open the left knee out. Relax your left glute. Turn the palms up towards the sky. Relax the front of the shoulder and your chest. And just breathe here in this recline tree pose to open, to release the inner thigh, the groin. And slowly guide the left knee up, flex the right foot, and then place the left foot on top of your right thigh, figure four. We're going to hold either from the hamstrings or the shin, chin slightly tucked in, and just work with the breath here. Release, open, and stretch the left IT band. And release the right foot down. Fully cross the left leg over to your right leg and holding from the right shin with both hands. Just tight, just like a tight hug. You're guiding the left thigh into the chest. And release, right foot down. Let's do half happy baby. Guide the left side outside of your rib cage, holding from the outside of your left foot or the outside of your left leg. Keep the hips even and breathe through this. Release, straighten your right leg, place the left foot on top of your right thigh. Let's twist to the right now. So with the right hand outside of your left knee, left arm, oh, hold on. One moment. Doing the same leg. Oh my God, okay. We have to twist to the other side. So, God, I got very confused here. Straighten your left leg, place the right foot on top and then with your left hand outside of your right knee. Exhale, guide the right knee to your left. Relax your chest. Open the front of your right shoulder as you turn the palm up. And yes, with all this stretching, I was relaxing so much that I didn't even think what I was doing. Just a couple more breaths, going deeper into the Aichidan stretch. And slowly back to center. Now place the right foot by your left inner thigh, open the right knee out. Relax the right glute, relax the front of the chest, turn the palms up. And just breathe. And guide the right knee up. Flex the left knee and then both knees are bent. Coming to the full happy baby. Bring the thighs to the outside of the rib cage, holding from the feet of the legs and just gently open and breathe. And lower the feet down. Let's do some windshield wiper movement here. And let's come back to center. Walk the feet together, the knees together, and we're going to roll over and bring the right arm with you, roll over to your left side. So you're in fetal position. I'm going to bring the right arm up, the right knee comes up, open the right arm to the side, open in Supta Baddha Konasana and roll over to the opposite side. Bring the left arm up, hands to touch, both knees are now to the right. Inhale, left arm goes up, the left knee comes up, Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Right knee comes up to the sky, the right hand goes up, and both knees and hands are coming together to touch the left hand and the left knee. Back up, the right arm floats up, the right knee comes up, open the knees, open the arms in T position. Left knee comes up, the left arm comes along with the left leg, and then we roll to the right. Inhale, left leg and arm up, and then you open in butterfly. The right knee comes up, the right arm goes up, and we lower the right hand and the right knee. One more time each side, slowly. Float the arm up, open the knee up, coming to butterfly pose. Open the arms deep position. Inhale, left knee up, left arm up, and then we roll to the right. One more. Inhale, left arm up, left knee up. We come into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. And right knee comes up, right arm goes up, and then we roll to the left. We're going to flow the arm up, open the knees, and we're going to just stay in Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. This time, bring the hands to your belly. Relax your elbows and shoulders towards the floor. Soften your glutes. Concentrate on your pelvic floor, your hips, your pelvis, your inner thighs, your groins. Try to soften with every exhalation. And slowly open the arms, palm facing up. Guide the thighs and the knees together. Walk the feet wide as your mat. Let's do some windshield wiper movement. The hip goes into the opposite direction where your knees are heading to. And just keep moving gently, rocking the head, mobilizing the hips as you rock the legs from side to side. And the head back through center, straighten the right foot to the right corner of the mat, straighten the left leg to the left corner. The arm stays away from the body with the palms facing up, and then slowly release everything down towards the floor. And you are now in your Shavasana pose, your final pose. And then to work together here as I guide you through some relaxation, taking advantage of all the stretching and mobilization of the hips. We're going to take 3 deep breaths into the nose, side out. Inhale. Inhale. Close your lips. Slowly return to your regular breathing. Now bring the attention to your toes, the sole of the feet. Be aware of the ball of the feet, arches and heels. Direct attention to the top of your feet and both ankles. Try to relax your feet. You bring the attention to your ankles, the front and the back, your calf muscle and your shins, both knees, front and back, and all the way down to the sole of the feet. From the top of your knees, do your best to relax the body. Pay attention now to the thighs, hamstrings, the glutes, the pelvic floor, the pelvis, the hips, front and back. And from the top of your hips, front and back of the body of the legs, do your best to release your legs down towards the floor, softening them, relaxing from the waist down. Now bring the attention to your lower back. Guide the attention to the muscles attached to the spine, running all the way up to the column. Try to soften as you are Bringing the tension to your rib muscles, the intercostal muscles, and you try to soften them as well. Guide your attention higher in the back as you free your scapula. And as you guide the intention now to the front of your chest, do your best to relax your heart, to soften the chest muscles. And from the top of the collarbones down to the sole of the feet, the front and back of the body is feeling open, soft, and relaxed. Add attention to your shoulders, upper arms, front and back, elbows, forearms, both wrists. Add attention to your hands and release the palms in the top of your hands and every single finger. And from the top of the shoulders, front and back of the body, down to the sole of the feet, your body is feeling heavy and light at the same time. You direct your attention now to your throat and the muscles in the back of your neck connecting with the base of the skull. Soften them. Release. Guide the attention now to the jaw, chin, your lips and upper lip. Relax your tongue down to the base of the mouth. Soften your teeth. Relax your cheekbones. Soften the temples. And release your ears. Allow your elbows to sink down to your eye sockets. Your eyelids are feeling heavy. Soften your eyebrows, your third eye, your forehead, and lastly, your crown chakra. And from the top of the head, all the way down to the sole of the feet, front and back of the body, is slowly sinking, melting down towards the floor. Gently, please begin to deepen your breath. Rock your head gently side to side. Reaching with the fingertips, bring the arms overhead. Straighten your legs, nice long spine. Take a deep inhale there. And exhale, bend the knees, hug yourself gently, roll over to one side. Please don't rush, move slowly. And the head comes last. Find your way and let's all sit together. Any position where you can keep your spine lifted, shoulders relaxed, muscles of the face relaxed. And closing the eyes or lowering the gaze towards the floor. Let's begin to breathe from the base of the pelvic floor. Take a deep inhalation as you follow the inhale all the way from the front of the body, go all the way up to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, the exhalations kind of melts down through the spine, slowly exhaling down to the base of your pelvic floor. And inhaling slowly, visualizing the front of the body being covered with the breath all the way to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, release any tension, release and let go to the back, to the base of the pelvic floor. And keep surrounding yourself with this nice, full, deep breath. Visualizing the breath moving, bringing health into the body, bringing peace in the mind, lengthening the breath, slowing down the breath, slowing down the mind. Return slowly back to your regular breath. Guiding both hands together to your heart center. Hands close to the heart. Your heart close to your hands. Being aware of the body. Noticing the mind. As the mind feels calmer, at ease from the beginning of the practice. If that is the situation, let's work together to try to keep this quality of a very tranquil, easy mind a little longer after we finish this session together. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We are asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace. We are asking for peace within ourselves, in our minds, in our hearts. We're asking for peace with our relationships. And finally, we are asking for peace, peace, and more perfect peace in our world. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I thank you all very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being there. Have a lovely rest of the day. If you're going to be out, drink a lot of water. Keep yourself hydrated. Stay happy. Stay joyful. Let's see each other next Thursday. Take care.
Bye.